It's one of them decisions that everyone will have to make at some point in their lives. So recently I deleted all my YouTube shorts. As you can see, I used to have a total of maybe around 200 YouTube shorts, and I accumulated like 1 million views because of YouTube shorts, but I deleted it all. Yeah. All of them. Just I deleted it, I just woke up one day and then just decided, let me just get rid of them. Okay, maybe that's just a vague part of the story, but really what happened was that it's a power move. Call it my version of a power move, and full reliance on God. For context, I've been on YouTube for maybe like 3 years, and I originally started off my content not really knowing where I wanted to step foot in. So when I started to get deep into my content, I realized that YouTube Shorts was really my bag, and I would gain a lot of views because of my personality and being funny in X, Y, and Z, and that got the subscribers, that got the likes, that got the views, that got the comments, all types of popularity stuff, you feel me? So it was a nice kind of feel to the ego. It made me feel comfortable with the fact that I'm doing well on YouTube. However, these subscribers, anytime I tried to talk about God, it wouldn't transfer well. If I made like a funny video, whatever it is, yeah, they would respond to that quite well. When it came to Christianity, only like a small handful of people would actually want to, hear what I have to say about God and stuff like that, because their own reasons. There's no hate against them. They're not stupid. They have their own reasons, and I can't judge them for that, But it's like you subscribe to a channel, and then obviously when they start talking about God out of nowhere, you're like, what the heck is going on here? So I understand where they were coming from. But, I had to make a kind of a choice because, I pray and read my Bible every single day, and for the longest time, God was telling me to stop doing that kind of content, stop doing shorts completely and focus purely on, Christianity long form content. However, there was a twist to it. There's stuff that was making me feel like I didn't want to actually delete these old videos of mine that got a load of views, or these shorts. And it's because I was clinging on to something that made me feel good. I always felt that if I delete these shorts, that 1 million view count is going to go away. Overall, that 1 million overall channel views, that's a big achievement. It's all just going to go away like that. The comments, the likes, all the work that I've put into all these videos are just going to go away. So I was kind of hesitating for the longest time on whether I should do it or not, because I felt good and I felt like, well, if I delete these, then what if I never get the views back? What if I can never prove to myself that I can actually do this? I need evidence to see that I could do this. And God's out there saying that, like, oh, well, I've given you the views for these, you've reached out to a couple of people. I guarantee you I'll do the same for your long form Christianity content. But I was a bit, delaying, pushing back. I had other things I had to focus on. So now, as of recently, I've been uploading very consistently 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. UK time for long form Christian content. And I had to make a choice, because I could see that my shorts were giving a different kind of message to what my channel is about. And I want my channel to be a channel that is always serving to the people. I never want my channel to just be about irrelevant, nonsensical stuff. I believe that when you upload content, it has to be of value to people, because people out here suffering, people out here need help, and that's where I want to come in. So I was kind of pushing away in a while, like, maybe I don't have to do all of that. Maybe I could be both. But that's where God was like, you need to choose one. So I want to talk about, two men in the Bible named Simon and Andrew. They were fishermen, and being fishermen was their way of living. They were, they would catch the fish, and they would, that's how they paid their bills. That's their livelihoods. That's how they did their things. And Jesus came out of nowhere saying, like, come with me and I'll make you fishers of men. Meaning that I'll make you guys the kind of people that will attract people to Christ and the gospel, and I'll uphold you guys, and I'll make sure that you guys can do a lot of good things for the kingdom, And just like that, they dropped everything and left, because they believe that because they're in God's presence, they are guaranteed to be safe in his arms, no matter the situation. It talks about very briefly, like immediately they just left, but we have to sit down and think about it. How many people would just quit their jobs because God told them to? There'll be all this kind of backlog of emotions, like, oh, but how do I pay my bills and my career and my reference and my this, my that, what the family say, X, Y, Z. There's a lot of reasons why a lot of us wouldn't do that, and rightfully so. I mean, obviously, you should just jump into it if God hasn't told you, but how many of you would do it if God told you to? And that's why I ask myself, I'm kind of hesitating here. I say that I want to do whatever God wants me to do. I say that I have faith in God, but why am I hesitating to delete these shorts? Why do I believe that he won't help me out with the Christianity content? Why do I believe that I won't be successful with this? Why do I feel like I'm not stepping up to the plate, you know? And that's why I had to really question myself. I constantly say I have faith in God, yet there are still little things in my life where it's like, although my faith in God has improved, there's still things in my life that needs to be sorted out. I'm still hesitating. I'm still second guessing. And I'm still wondering if God will really show up. That was the kicker. And that's why I realized I'm not really living up to what I have been speaking about. I wasn't moving like Simon and Andrew, you know? Like, I had faith in a lot of things, but in terms of my YouTube channel, I needed this to feel like I accomplished something. I needed this to feel that, okay, well, this is what I should do. And since I've done shorts in the past, I need to keep doing them. And the reality is, this kind of content I do is not short form content. It's also that's just fast food. It needs to have a lot of thought and effort into it. So that's why I finally realized, okay, cool. Now it's time. And about 3 days ago, or 4 days ago, maybe starting from last week, I just began the process of deleting all my YouTube shorts. Because the power move, like I said, I say that I have faith in God, so I'm going to act like I have faith in God. So the final question, how do you build your faith in God? Let go of anything that is holding you back from trusting Him completely. So, for example, anything that God is telling you to let go of, or you feel like you have to let go of, but you're second guessing the fact that, oh, but what if this, what if that, what if this? That's you not having faith in God. Having faith in God is getting rid of anything that satisfies your ego, that satisfies your comfort, that satisfies your happiness, you know, anything that's not, that doesn't need to be there, and God's telling you to get rid of. Anything you're holding on to because you feel God won't help you out, because you feel like it massages your ego, whatever it is, that needs to go. The reality is, you never want to be dependent on these things to give you any type of thing. At the end of the day, everything here is just things that can help. But it becomes a problem when it starts to come from a place of you need it. And that's what was happening with me. I needed to feel like I was accomplishing something. I didn't believe that God can do way more than He's already done for me. I didn't believe that if I focused purely on long form content that I could do it. I didn't believe that my content was good enough to reach out to loads of people. I didn't believe that, you know, I just didn't believe. It wasn't a conscious thing. It was unconscious, but still, I wasn't believing. So build your faith in God by letting go of anything that gives you comfort. Because when you have faith in things that give you comfort, you're always going to lean back on them. You're going to hold on to them and God. And you can't serve two masters. You don't have faith in God if you are relying on another thing as well. You know, your blanket safe. Just in case God doesn't come through, I'm going to fall back on this thing. That's not how it works, man. You know, let go of it and lean fully into God. You got to like let go of it, and it's going to be scary, and it's going to be uncomfortable, and it's going to be like, oh gosh, you know, that's how it felt like with me. Like, oh, I've deleted all my work. I put a lot of effort into this, you know, but I wanted to be like Simon and Andrew, who just dropped it and immediately left. And that's why I just had leaned back onto God. Like, you know what, God, I have nothing to fall back onto. I don't have this. I don't have that. I'm letting go of anything that gave me comfort. I'm trusting in you. So lead the way. And that's where I'm going now with my long form content. And I'm going about having faith, and I'm seeing God working. I'm actually helping more people, which is good, you know. And hopefully this video has reached out to you and has taught you how to have faith in God. Let go of anything that gives you comfort, you know, because it's giving you comfort. And, you know, you're holding on to it to be your sense of peace or sense of safety, because you feel, and you're not fully relying on God, that no matter what, He's going to be there for you. And it's a liability. So yeah, let go of anything that's stopping you. Don't even, your mind, the devil will try and manipulate you to think, oh, what if this, you'll have worries. And, you know, so that's not even the devil, it's just natural worries and natural second guessing. You know, you're just going to be thinking of those things sometimes. You know, you're going to be worried. But don't let it get to you. Trust in God and lean back into Him. Like a trust fall. You know, trust that He's going to catch you. With that being said, my people, let's stand tall and march into God's will together as one. God bless. Take care. I'll see you guys.